On the left, this is Hussain Sagar in the year 2000, and on the right, this is its present situation, 40% down from its original size. And it has become million times dirtier. According to the recent data of NRSC, out of 56 lakes that were examined in Hyderabad, 61% of the lake area got reduced. Wondered all these lakes went? Well, some of the lakes came onto the roads thanks to the urbanization, and others got converted into concrete buildings. The lakes are rapidly vanishing in Hyderabad because of land encroachment. To curb this, the current government started a team called HYDRA, which is appointed by the Chief Minister of Telangana. This team is constantly in headlines from the past 2 weeks because they have destroyed and demolished Encroachment, a private property which is owned by actor Nagarjuna. HYDRA was established to protect and reclaim government assets, particularly lakes, ponds, and other water bodies that have been occupied by the illegal structures. But I can confidently say that HYDRA cannot stop people from encroaching the lakes, nor it can solve waterlogging problem that Hyderabad is having. And here is why. So let's start from the top. Current population of Hyderabad is approximately 1.2 crores. When comparing this to 2014, the city's population grew by 35% in the last decade. Every year, thousands of people come to Hyderabad in search of work, especially to work in IT sector. To accommodate all these people, the constructions in the city are growing very rapidly. Also, a lot of daily wage workers from different states come to Hyderabad for work. The city is growing rapidly, and it is growing so outward that to travel to work from outskirts of Hyderabad is a very big challenge. Hence, the builders are taking a very easy route by encroaching the lakelands and building infrastructure on that land. Wait, but that's just a very tiny part of the problem. Coming to the second problem, a 2-bedroom apartment in Hyderabad in areas like Kondapur or Gachibowli will cost at least 1 crore. 1 square yard of land on an average costs 50,000 rupees. So if you have 100 square yard land in Hyderabad, it would at least cost 50 lakh rupees. If the land is valued so much in Hyderabad, then what would one do? Either buy the land with their own hard work or occupy the lakelands and build constructions on them, because having any amount of land is gold in Hyderabad. So we can blame on the real estate prices of Hyderabad for these lake encroachments. Third major problem is fake STPs. Sewage is the wastewater from our sinks, shower and toilets. In developed countries like US, this sewage is connected through network of pipes and it is transported to sewage treatment plants where it undergoes various treatments. After all these harmful substances are removed and the water is fully treated, that's when it is used into environment. But in India, especially in Hyderabad, hardly 40% of the sewage is treated. And guess where the rest of the sewage goes? It goes right into the lakes in Hyderabad. The pipes that carry sewage leaks in most of the areas. The sewage water is not even efficiently transported to STP plants, even if they are there. This sewage keeps on polluting the lake, making it a very disgusting, smelly, poisonous lake. And who would want to live beside this lake? No one. It costs government few crores to even clean up a very small lake. So the best solution people follow is wait till the lake dries up and start encroaching the lake area. The government and people are the ones who should be blamed here. So this cycle continues. So these problems have been going on from decades. Why did this come up right now? Because of HYDRA. HYDRA is a disaster response and asset protection agency. This agency was established to protect government lands, especially from encroachments and illegal construction activities. Their main aim is if there is any illegal construction that is built near the lake, then these constructions will be demolished. Now, it does not mean that they demolish everything that is near the lake. There are some guidelines and norms around it. There is something called as FTL, which is full tank level, which denotes a maximum capacity of a water body. There is also additional protection land called as buffer zone, which is an empty land that is left surrounding the water bodies where constructions are not allowed. According to HMDA norms, if any lake is above 10 hectares, then 30 meters of buffer zone should be left. That is, all the constructions should start after this buffer zone. If the lake is below 10 hectares, then at least 9 meters buffer zone should be left. Similarly, if there is a nala with more than 10 meter width, then at least 9 meter buffer zone should be left. And if this nala is less than 10 meter, then at least 2 meters of buffer zone should be left. So all the constructions that are violating these norms will be destroyed by HYDRA. But there is a catch. The Telangana Chief Minister clearly vows to remove all encroachments on the lakes of Hyderabad. But when asked about the same thing, the Chief of HYDRA, IPS Ranganath Garu, said that they will not touch any slums or the middle class houses that are old structures. Their main target is to demolish upcoming structures. Now, there is a conflict between Chief Minister's statement and HYDRA Chief's statement. Which one is true? Hypothetically, let's say that they have demolished all the structures that are violating these norms. Now, how will the government compensate the middle class or the poor people if their houses are destroyed? Any common man sometimes lack the awareness of FTL zones. It is the builder who needs to take care of all this before the construction. Now 10 years after the construction, if the HYDRA comes and says that it is violating the HMDA norms, then where would an average middle class person go? There should be some type of compensation structure that needs to be introduced here, or they should have stopped constructions way before. Destroying the only house that the middle class has is completely unfair. But what after the demolitions? The lake will still remain polluted. On top of that, the debris of the demolitions go and accumulate near the lakes, polluting it further. These polluted lakes will cause more problems, continuing the encroachment cycle. Since these lakes will not have any utility, people will again start encroaching it, continuing this cycle. Over 300 crores have been spent on cleaning Hussain Sagar, which is still not fully clean yet. Does the government have required funds to clean all the lakes in Hyderabad after the demolitions? If the government does not clean up the lakes after the demolition, then there is no point in demolishing everything. Also, demolishing of illegal structures is just the start. The government needs to improve sewage systems, and good infrastructure for sanitation needs to be built. Stricter norms should be placed around draining the chemicals in the lake, and also a good rainwater harvesting strategy should be implemented. Collectively, solving all these problems simultaneously will solve Hyderabad's waterlogging problem, because waterlogging is the #1 problem that the government wants to solve. By setting up this HYDRA team, HYDRA may temporarily stop the encroachment problem. These problems will reoccur again in the future. Also, we are relying too much on Hyderabad. There are other cities and towns in Telangana. If jobs are created all around the state and not just in Hyderabad, then people moving to Hyderabad for work will reduce. And this will partially solve the overcrowding problem that is there in Hyderabad. I hope HYDRA is not just a 2-week news sensation before we move on to a next headline. I hope the government keeps an eye on the long-term solution rather than just coming into limelight by destroying some celebrities' private property. That's it from me today. I hope you understood the core problem that is eating Hyderabad. I will see you in the next. Bye.